World-class skiing, luxury living, and Olympic legacy, but is Park City the right place for you? In this video, we're going to explore the 5 pros and cons of living in Park City, Utah, and we'll share a bonus pro if you stick around to the end that just might surprise you. So let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Scott Walters with Best USA Realty. I am your Utah YouTubing realtor. I help people relocate and sell their dream homes in the Beehive State. Today we're diving into the city of Park City. This is a beautiful city about 40 minutes from the airport in Salt Lake City. It's renowned for its luxury lifestyle, world-class skiing, fantastic outdoor recreational opportunities, and a rich cultural scene. But is it the perfect fit for you? Today we're going to explore the 5 pros and cons of living in this city. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, tap on that notification bell so you can stay up to date every time I drop another video about living in Utah. So with that, let's get into it. Park City boasts 2 world-class ski resorts in Park City Mountain Resort and the Deer Valley Resort. Now, of course, my personal favorite is just because I worked there in college, and that was the Park City Mountain Resort. Let's just talk a little bit about what these resorts have to offer. So Park City Mountain Resort is one of the largest ski resorts in the United States. In 2015, Vail Resorts merged Park City Mountain Resort and the Canyons Resort. So the 2 resorts were physically joined in the 2015-2016 season via the high-speed 2-way Quicksilver gondola, which soars over Pinecone Ridge, and it can carry skiers, in 8 passenger cabins. The mile-and-a-half between Park City's Silverado lift and the Canyons Flatiron lift. I think that Quicksilver gondola is worth every penny just for the scenery that it provides as you take that ride. And you have so much to do between the 2 resorts. There are 43 lifts and over 300 trails and 14 bowls to explore. And of course, once you're done having fun skiing or playing on the half pipes there too, there's lots of restaurants for you to enjoy at the Park City Mountain Resort. Now, Deer Valley is also a skier's paradise, and it is a skiers only resort. It's just a 3-minute drive from Park City Main Street, or you can park in the Main Street area and take a bus up to Deer Valley. Each year, the Deer Valley Resort receives over 300 inches of powder, making it just a skier's paradise. And the ski resort has over 100 runs. There's 21 lifts that can actually carry 50,000 plus skiers per hour around the mountains. Now this ski year, the 25-26 year, Deer Valley is also adding 2,900 skiable acres, which will make Deer Valley one of the largest ski resorts in North America with just over 5,700 skiable acres. It will also feature over 250,000 square feet of retail space and commercial space. So if you're looking for a wonderful vacation, a great place to stay, again, it's just 40-50 minutes or so from the airport in Salt Lake City to get to the Park City Mountain Resorts. It's a no-brainer. Now here's one of my pro tips from a local. If you want to save a little bit of money on lodging, well, then book your hotels down in the Heber Valley. You can actually drive up Highway 40 and take one of those lifts that goes up over the mountain there into the Deer Valley and Park City areas. You'll save yourself some money on lodging. But if you want the experience of being right there in Park City, I highly recommend that as well. Con number 1, Park City's expensive. It's probably the most expensive place in all of Utah. In fact, Zillow says that the average home value in Park City is approximately $1.58 million. And let me tell you, there's a lot of homes up there that are way more than $1.58 million. You will find plenty of homes that are $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 million. It is a playground for those that have a lot of money. So it's an expensive place to live. That is my con number 1. There's not a lot of super affordable options to live for homes right in Park City. Now, if you want to be close to Park City, one place that has a little more affordable options would be to drive down the mountain into the Heber Valley and check out some of the housing down that area. If you want to know a little bit more about the Heber area, I've got a video and you can go check that out by clicking on somewhere up here. And then again, if you want a little more affordable place and still be close to all that Park City has to offer, again, you're 35-40 minutes into the Salt Lake Valley, where you can also find a little bit more affordable housing. And I've got a video on the pros and cons of living in Salt Lake City. You can watch that also by clicking on somewhere up here. All right, we got to talk pro number 2, which is the vibrant arts and cultural scene in Park City. As most people know, in late January every year, that is where they hold the Sundance Film Festival, where you can go catch in a lot of premieres of independent filmmakers' movies right there. There's been a lot of movies that premiered there that have gone on to become huge cultural phenomenons. So it's a great place, a great place to go kind of sightsee and stargaze, as you have a lot of Hollywood's elites that come into Park City during that time of year. For those of us that are local, we kind of tend to steer clear of there because it gets pretty busy. But I mean, what a fun place to go up and down Park City Main Street to not only stargaze, but also to check out all the art galleries and the fine dining and shopping they have along that Park City Main Street to go along with the Sundance Film Festival. Con number 2, that'll be the crowds during peak season. That's particularly going to be around the holidays, around Thanksgiving and around Christmas time. A lot of people are taking their vacations coming in to Park City, so the ski resorts can be pretty darn busy during that time. But remember, Deer Valley can accommodate up to 50,000 skiers per hour with their lifts. So there's plenty of room to move people around, but the biggest deal will be the traffic driving around the city. There's a lot of narrow roads in Park City, so it can get pretty congested trying to drive in that area. And then again, if you want to talk about Sundance in late January, it can get pretty busy in Park City during that area. So that would just be my con number 1, is it can get congested during those peak times of the year, but the rest of the year it's really pretty easy going, not that busy. Traffic's not that bad. Okay, pro number 3, we got to talk about the Olympic legacy and the Olympic training facilities that are located in Park City. The Salt Lake hosted the 2002 Winter Olympic Games, and Park City was front and center, hosting a lot of the different events that took place there, including like the ski jumping. That was one event that my wife and I went to and watched. We absolutely enjoyed that. It was so much fun, along with so many other events that were held right there in Park City. One of the things that the Olympic legacy has left is it's left a training center right there in Park City. You can go to the Utah Olympic Park. It's a 400-acre park, and it's still part of the U.S. Olympic training site. You can sign up and do a bobsled ride that's manned by a professional bobsled pilot. You're going to be pulling something like 5 Gs and going over 60 miles an hour. So it's just a lot of fun things to do. They also have several museums. They have the Alf Ingren Ski History Museum, or the Eccles 2002 Olympic Winter Games Museum, among other activities that you can enjoy, just celebrating that Olympic legacy. And again, Salt Lake has been awarded, I believe it's the 2034 Winter Olympics. Park City is sure to play a big role in that Winter Olympics coming here in about a decade. Con number 3 goes a little bit with my con number 1, with it being expensive. The issue with that is there's just limited housing options for those that make the median income in Utah. There's just not going to be a lot of housing for you to find in Park City. You know, there's an abundance of luxury homes and condos, but affordable housing options are definitely scarce in the Park City area. You know, particularly around those popular areas of the Main Street, and of course right around all the ski resorts. So this really results in a lot of the people that work in the service industry in Park City. Most of them actually are going to work probably down in Salt Lake or in Heber and commute into Park City. So if you see a bargain in Park City, I'd say jump on it because they are rare. All right, pro number 4. I kind of alluded to this in my other pro about the cultural events, you know, Sundance Film Festival, where I talked about Main Street in Park City. That is a really fun place to go. My wife and I actually enjoy going up there for our anniversary in the fall and just enjoying having a nice dinner out on the sidewalk there on Park City Main Street. There are so many shops to enjoy there. Lots of art galleries. A few of them are just a little bit out of our price range, as we looked at art pieces that are well over $100,000. But I mean, some beautiful art galleries, lots of fine dining and shopping options all along that Main Street. It just has that old-time historic charm to it with all those old historic buildings. Park City was a mining town back in the day, but they've kept all those that main district, mining town, commercial district together, and it's become quite a beautiful place to go visit and enjoy. So when you're in Park City, if you're visiting, you've got to check out the Main Street area. But then again, if you move here to Park City, you can go enjoy that every day. Con number 4 has got to be parking and traffic. That main part of downtown is pretty popular most times of the year. In that particular area, particularly that Main Street area of Park City, and then the roads on either side of Main Street, they can be really busy, and finding parking can be very difficult during that time of year. Now, Park City does have some pretty good public transit and buses that you can ride to get you around, but finding parking right in front of like your favorite restaurant that you want to eat at there is going to be difficult. You probably have to park somewhere near the bottom of the hill or the top of the hill. And Park City Main Street is that. You have it's a gradual uphill climb going all the way up the street. So again, parking is just a little difficult there. Okay, my final pro for Park City is a convenient location. Now, on a good day with very minimal traffic, you can probably get to the Salt Lake International Airport in 35 minutes. I would count on probably more like 40 to 50 with typical traffic patterns. But again, on good days, you can get there really quick. It's really well positioned. The location is fantastic because you are literally 35 minutes into the Salt Lake Valley. So you've got all the job opportunities that you'd ever want to get to in the Salt Lake Valley, all the other shopping and dining activities that you could enjoy in Salt Lake. Hey, if you want to enjoy some of the professional sports that takes place in Salt Lake City, of course, you've got the Utah Jazz that play at the Delta Center in downtown Salt Lake City. You've got Temple Square, which is the headquarters for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's also in that area. You've got a beautiful mall there, the City Creek Mall, right across from Temple Square, with beautiful shopping options. There's even a little creek that runs through there with trout in it. So that's a fun place to enjoy. You also have the Utah Hockey Club, which is now playing in Utah at the Delta Center. Or if you want to check out a professional soccer game, you can just drive on down to Sandy and check out Real Salt Lake. And so many other semi-pro teams to enjoy in that area. Of course, you're not that far, of course, to enjoy the University of Utah from Park City. I would guess you're probably, again, 35 minutes or so to the University of Utah with all their wonderful athletic events to enjoy. But they also have a well-renowned medical school there and hospitals there at the University of Utah. So you've got access to great health care really close by. And one other thing that's really cool about Park City is you have multiple reservoirs that are really close by if you like to get out on a lake and enjoy being on a lake. Of course, Jordanelle is just minutes away from Deer Valley. And again, I'm going to say you're probably 35 minutes or 40 minutes up to Strawberry Reservoir. You drop down into the Heber Valley and then up Daniels Canyon and go enjoy Strawberry Reservoir. So just the location is fantastic for Park City. You're on what's called the Wasatch Back. So you have the Wasatch Front, which runs from about Brigham City on the north down to Nephi on the south, and Salt Lake is along that Wasatch Front. On the back side of those mountains, that's called the Wasatch Back. That's where you'll find Park City, is on the back side of those main mountains there. And it's just a beautiful, it's up higher, the elevation is higher, so it's just it's a stunning mountain scene to enjoy. Fall time, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful fall drives, beautiful fall colors in the Park City area. So that's just my pro number 5, is the convenient location of Park City to all the rest of what Utah has to offer. All right, my final con is, well, Park City is a mountain resort and it can have some very harsh winters. I remember a lot of times going up there when I was working at Park City Mountain Resort that we were shoveling 3 and even 4 feet of snow from around the lifts just so that the chairs could make it around the corner. We had to get all of that snow out of the way. So it makes for fantastic skiing, but it's not so fun when you have to move it with a shovel or whatever else you have to do. So just know that Park City can have some pretty harsh winters from time to time. It feels like the last couple of years have been fairly mild, although 2 years ago it was unreal. Park City in that area got some of the most snow in the entire United States. So you can deal with some really big winters from time to time. You know, in Utah and Park City in general does a pretty good job of having snow plows. The cities do a good job of having snow plows and keeping that snow moving so that you can drive on clear roads. But you know, if you have a big snowfall overnight and you've got to commute in the morning, just know that they probably won't have had time to clear those roads, and it could be pretty nasty driving on those winter roads in the wintertime. I had plenty of times driving up to Park City when I worked there where it was a little sketchy, and I wished that I'd had a 4-wheel drive. Okay, my bonus pro might surprise you just a little bit. It's still sticking with the ski resorts in the Park City area, but besides being incredible places to ski and to snowboard in the winter, they are beautiful places and locations to hang out in the summertime. They have outdoor concert series at the Deer Valley area, which people would love going to. But one of the fun things that I've enjoyed doing with my son is going to the mountain bike park there at Deer Valley. You can hop onto the ski lifts there, take your bike on those ski lifts, take it all the way up to the top of the mountain, and there are so mini trails. It's so fun. Now I'm old and I go kind of slow up and over the hills. My son, he's flying off the jumps and having a great time. So if you're extra adventurous, I mean, it's perfect for that. But even an old guy like me, if you go slow enough, I can handle those bike runs as well. And so that's just one thing to enjoy. It is all the summer activities that you have right there in the Park City area. Well, that wraps up our look at the top 5 pros and cons of living in Park City, Utah. You know, from its Olympic legacy to the vibrant art scene, Park City offers a unique blend of opportunities and challenges. So if you're looking to make Park City your next home, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Don't forget to tap on that notification bell so you can stay up to date every time I drop another video about living in Utah. Again, I'm Scott Walters with Best USA Realty, and I am your Utah YouTubing realtor. And if you found this video helpful, you might also enjoy my video about living in Salt Lake City and the pros and cons of living in Salt Lake City. And you can go check that video by clicking on somewhere up here. Or if you want to know a little bit more about living in, say, Provo, Utah, which is down the mountain a little bit from Park City, you can watch that video as well by clicking on somewhere up here. And with that, we will see you on the next video.